Hello everybody, it's Miss T from the Children's Library of the Plainfield Public Library. Thank you for stopping by for another special STEM project. Now today we're making Crystal Snowflakes. And we're also going to talk a little bit about this man right here, Benjamin Banneker. Okay? Now, for your Crystal Snowflakes, you will need some Epsom salt, so right here, a cup of hot water. So please, let me go, before I go any further, for the hot water, for all of our young scientists out there, please ask a parent, guardian, caregiver, or older sibling for assistance. While we love that you love science, we cherish your safety even more. Okay, so please ask for assistance. Did I say enough pleases? Okay, thank you. Okay, so also you will need a pipe cleaner or pipe cleaners, a cup, and a popsicle stick. First, you want to make your snowflake. So, I made mine. Okay, don't laugh at it. So you want to fix it, fashion it into a snowflake. And you can leave the top long enough so that you can make a little hook, or long enough to hook. And then once you're done with the water, you can just hook that right on. Alright? Make it like a little hanger. And then you're going to dip it in your cup. But before you do that, you want to put the water and salt and mix it together. Now, what is the science behind crystals? Well, that's when extremely hot liquid cools off, okay? And sometimes what'll form are crystals. So in this case, the liquid is hot water with lots of salt in it. So as it cools off, crystals will be formed. So that's called crystallization. That's a long word, but we're making crystals. It's right there, crystallization. Can you say it? I knew you could. Very good. All right, so I'm now going to put some salt into the water. Now, you're going to put lots of salt into your water. A lot, okay? And you're going to stir and stir and stir. So keep putting that salt in until it dissolves. I mean, you want to put it in, so first it's going to dissolve. But then the water is going to cool down a little bit, and it won't. So when you look at your spoon or whatever you use and you see that the salt is still on your spoon and not dissolving, and when we mean dissolve, you know how you put something in water and it's all gone? Well, that's dissolving. So once that stops happening, you're good to go. That means a lot of salt is in your water. Alright? So, while you do that, we're going to talk a little bit about Benjamin Banneker. Now, Benjamin Banneker is recognized as the first African American scientist of record. So this is the gentleman right here. A very famous picture of him. This is a picture of him from a book that he wrote, and it's called an almanac. And this is him on a stamp to honor his life. Now, he was a poet. He was a lot of things, okay? So besides being a busy scientist, he was a farmer, a poet, a land surveyor, meaning that he measured land to build on, and he even helped to plot the land for Washington, D.C. He was born at the time of slavery, but the Banneker family, was a free family. So at a young age, Benjamin Banneker had the opportunity to go to school. And there he learned to read and write, and he loved science. Later on in life, he then wrote a letter to Thomas Jefferson. Now, at that time, Thomas Jefferson was not president, but he was something um, in the government called Secretary of State. So he had some influence, okay? And he wrote a letter to him to end slavery. Unfortunately, though, one letter did not make the case. But however, Benjamin Banneker was very persistent. So he wanted to make the point further, okay, and illustrate the talents and intellect of African Americans. So he sent Thomas Jefferson a copy of his almanac. Now, what is an almanac? Never heard of it? That's fine. So an almanac is a book basically of information. So what is in that book? Things pertaining to weather and information about planting crops and advice on what crops to plant, recipes, and even difficult math problems. Oh, you don't like math? Oh, well, maybe you would have liked the almanac anyway. Now, Benjamin Banneker used math to calculate the movement of the stars, and he even predicted important weather events. He even predicted a solar eclipse that happened in the year 1789. Wow. So people wrote to him, or they came to visit him from far and wide because they wanted to meet this extraordinary African American man and see if, first of all, see if he was the real deal. Okay, they wanted to make sure he was actual man. Very, very true. Then, once they found that out, they asked him for all kinds of advice on what to plant, on how to handle different weather situations, and they even wanted to match wits with him by solving math problems. So that was a big deal in the 1700s, math. So if I sent you a problem, you sent me a problem, and we challenged each other to solve each other's math problems. So that's what they did. Hey, for those who love math, there you go. Now, he was a stargazer. So, like I said, he basically studied weather. So that's why we're making this snowflake or crystallized snowflake in his honor. Because just like Benjamin Banneker does, what do we do when we, in the winter time, when you hear there's going to be a snowy day possibly? What do you keep looking at? Do you keep looking at a wall? No, you keep looking up at the sky, don't you? Exactly. Just like Benjamin Banneker does, right? So, see, this was going somewhere. So, our Crystal Snowflake and Benjamin Banneker, they go together perfectly, right? All right, so now by this time, check your water. Not dissolving anymore? Perfect. So, you want to now put the snowflake and stick together, hook it on there, and you put it right down in there. Okay? Just like that. And you want to put it somewhere for a couple of days where it will not be knocked around or shook, and you keep checking on it, okay? But don't you knock it around, kick or disturb it, okay? All right, so I'm going to show you a few examples of how mine came out. All right, so the very first one I did, what happened? You don't see any crystals? Correct. So maybe a little bit on the ends, but not much happens. But I wanted to show you this because sometimes you have to keep trying again. All right. So this will take a couple of days, guys. So let me back up. I didn't say you may not get results overnight. So it may take 2 days, 3 days, but keep trying. It's worth it. So this was my first attempt, and after 5 days, look what happened. Womp womp. I know, right? Well, sometimes in science we have some womp womp moments. What can we do? Alright, so I'm going to show you that. I showed you that one, so this is my second attempt. So you see, it really does work. But there were some places where the crystals didn't form. But you see, it did work. Now, I'm going to show you this one. This one I did a little different. Now, these two I left outside on a counter. And they were undisturbed. Now, this one I put in a freezer. So you may want to try this at home. Once again, also get permission. So I tried a different type of container. And this is what happened. Check it out. Nice, right? So there you have it, guys. So sometimes, hey, that third try is the best try. So maybe not always the first go round, like our little one here. We're almost there on the second. But once we get that third try, may work out for the best. Alright, so if you want to find out more about whatever STEM projects you're interested in, STEM projects you're interested in, or if you're interested in more information regarding the life and achievements of Benjamin Banneker, please stop by the library. We're open to help you, or you can give us a call, and if we have some books on file that you're interested, we'll put them on hold for you, okay? So thank you guys very much. Thank you for stopping by. Keep reading, keep experimenting, even if it doesn't work out the first or second time. And like Benjamin Banneker, keep gazing at the stars. This is Miss T from the Children's Library of the Plainfield Public Library, wishing you safety and research. Take care, guys. And until we meet again, so long for now.